Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the God Knicks podcast. I'm your host, Apollo Reed. I'm here with my brother, co-host. Oh, phone fell out the pocket on the intro. What's going on, though? Drake, how you
Chilling,
doing?
Lord. I'm chilling, Lord. I ain't been on in a little while. I
You
might
ain't
have a
been on in
little
a minute.
backlog of thoughts I might need to get off.
Yeah, we gonna have to have the Dre venting session. Out here for you because you've had a lot to say behind closed doors that you haven't really been able to say to the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, as it comes though. I guess we can focus on the game however you want to do it.
Right. Which is why we're here. So the Knicks followed the Cavaliers, 121 to 108. Uh. Up and down game. First of all, shout out to the chat. Jerry
Chat here already. The chat here.
Chat here.
Jerry, what up? I ain't see Jerry in a dumb long time.
Word, right? In a minute. Mike said ain't no GOK without me in the comments. What's going on, Mike? What's going on?
Yo, that's what's up. The hat was for year.
What's good, bro? What's good, bro? How's everything? My boy Dobbs in the building. So yeah, man. Ugly loss towards the end. It got real bad. You know what I mean? To lose by 13. The way this game, I think we're up by like 13 or we were down by like 13 or 14. And we turned it around, came back, we were up 9, and then we just lost it. Man. And Donovan Mitchell was behind all of that, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he had.
I don't know. I felt like, I said it. I felt like it was Kevin Love with these ridiculous, miraculous 3-pointers all of a sudden.
No, I mean, that's just poor defense. I don't think that's Kevin Love enforcing.
That was poor defense.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think Kevin Love enforced his will upon the Knicks tonight. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he was going crazy.
Not the whole game, yeah. Just at the when it mattered the most.
Right. But I mean, at the end of the day, it was while he was being left open, you know what I'm saying, and we were underestimating him. Donovan, we were like damn near throwing double teams at him all night, and he was still going off for however much he had.
What he had 36 or something?
He had, let me check. Donovan Mitchell had 38 and 12 assists.
They said that was I think they said that was a career high assist.
I mean, of course, he wanted to go off. First of all, they were missing Garland tonight. But I think he wanted to go off to prove to, the guys that they should have made that trade. I'm sure that's like had a lot to do with what he was feeling or emulating out there on the court.
Let me tell you something. I like the team. I like the Knicks. Mm-hmm. But one dude I want to see go right now is Concrete Feet.
Evan Fournier.
Yo, that dude, he's horrible.
Nah, the thing with Evan is like he can't guard anybody. Like he can't guard anybody.
Dude, it looked like he got the heaviest feet. It's like he can't get off his own feet. Like he need to take dancing classes or something like that. Like I don't know, jump rope or something.
Yo, he just needs like the ultimate footwork like upgrade, bro. Like it's crazy. It's really bad. Bro. It's really bad. Bro, watching him trying to guard these guys day in and day out. And
why is he even in there? Like why is he in there for defense? I don't understand.
Right. Like at the end of the game, there was a certain point last year where he really was only in because he could shoot. And there was also a certain point last year, if you remember, where he wasn't playing in the fourth quarter.
Yo, let me tell you
I don't mind that.
I remember last year they were talking about they was going to trade. When you bench Kemba, I remember thinking like, why they bench Kemba and not Fournier? I remember thinking like Fournier was the worst. I mean, they both are bad on defense. And I was like, I guess if you had to keep Evan is like the better shooter. But like crunch time, today,
at least he's shooting. At least he's making his shots. Kemba wasn't making his shots last year. I mean, he was making some of his shots, but
he had some games where he get magical. He dropped 30-something points here and there. They just wasn't. They botched it. The coaching staff botched that whole thing.
And then you can mask it with, well, he broke a Knicks record in 3-point shooting last year. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't have to play defense to break a Knicks record in 3-point shooting.
There you go. Let's see the plus minus, the overall plus minus for that whole season. Mike said, give up Evan Fournier for Duncan Robinson. Could you imagine? I don't think there's much of a difference, but
they're not gonna do that.
But the thing I like about that is Duncan Robinson's already used to coming off the bench, so we won't have to bribe him to come off the bench. You know what I'm saying? And that is essentially our issue. We don't need to make a trade so that we can get someone else to play those minutes. We have guys that can play those minutes. You know what I mean? And Cam Reddish and hopefully Grimes. The issue is we need to find a way to free up those minutes for those guys while Evan Fournier is on this roster or not. You know what I'm saying? Because if Evan Fournier is still on this roster, how are we going to get minutes for Grimes or Reddish consistently? Reddish is,
well, Reddish shot selection tonight was just stupid.
No. Reddish shot selection all the time isn't good. The thing is,
what's he doing? He was like under the basket. It was like twice he just threw it up. Like, bro, like what? These dudes be having an opportunity of a lifetime and just be playing games.
I don't.
And getting their head.
I don't understand. It's very difficult to watch them because, like we were talking about it before the show. There was a certain point in the game where you're looking at it and it's like, yo, turnover after turnover after turnover by the second unit, and then what happens? The coach just leaves him in. He calls the timeout, brings him back in. And it's like, yo, Obi had 2 turnovers back to back. Bad shots. Cam Reddish, bad shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys aren't playing defense on it. You know what I mean? And it's just like, why are these guys consistently given these opportunities when they're playing bad? Like, it's frustrating. And I know you said you saw the same thing, and I didn't even get to say it to you.
Yo, Judge, like I was like, all right, they starting to lose it. Yo, put the other guys back. It was like 8 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he didn't put the starters back until like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Then you start seeing, the last 2 minutes of the game, 12-2, Cleveland to the Knicks. I was like, yo, what was this dude waiting for? And like the momentum had already shifted.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Love was knocking down 3-pointers from half court,
which was crazy,
bro. I don't look.
And he kept, and the thing is that pissed me off about that was every single time he shot it like, yeah, this is going in, and they gave him the space. It's like, what Kevin Love is every single time he comes down on the court.
Why they got to play the Knicks for Kevin Love? All of a sudden, he's gonna be in all the highlights now.
How many games like this he gonna have for the rest of the year?
Yeah, come on, man, come on, B. Like this the game. This got to be the game.
It's just it's very difficult to watch. Poor shot selection, turnovers. Not only turnovers, but just poor defense and bad free throw shooting once again by the Knicks. 2 back-to-back games without good free throw shooting.
I'm gonna tell you what I want to see because I want to get to the positive parts of the squad and the Knicks. Mm-hmm. I want Evan Fournier and Cam Reddish in the package to get up out of here. That's what I need.
I don't mind Cam if he's backing up because
let me tell you something. There's something about Cam Reddish footwork that I cannot stand. It's just something like the dude have a game where he plays well.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about his feet, the way he moves his legs that just it bothers me, bro.
It's very gazelle-like.
Yeah, it's like he's taking too long. It's almost like his brain can't. I feel like he don't have a ceiling. That's what it feels like. I'm not, of course, picking out before. I feel like the way his body is moving, he got like a ceiling. I feel like there's a cap on the kid. I just feel like he can't possibly get back on defense fast enough. Because when he scored, he do that big like.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And they'd be like, yo, son, you might have to get back. Like, yeah, like, yo, hurry up. Like, what you galloping for? Go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just seemed like he has like when he was throwing them shots up today, it was like, I wish I could be there to look at him to be like,
let's do this. Let's do this real quick. So
I was like, what's this kid doing out here, man?
But I mean, because it's sometimes like people gotta like understand what we're talking about. So here we got Cam Reddish's this is everybody's stats, clearly, as you can see. Not a bad game in terms of spreading the ball around. It's just, shot selection and defense is why we lost. Like, you know what I mean? In the free throws, Julius Randle 5 for 10. Like, come on, dog. Like, come on, dog. Yeah, Evan Fournier missed one, Quickly missed one, Brunson missed one. He only took one. But Randall's did 10 times.
We've been taking 5 for 10. Julius Randle. Yeah, he dropped that a few times. It's like every time he went to the line, it was like he'd miss one, make one. One he missed twice.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Then it's 1 for 2, 1 for 2, 1 for 2. I mean, you can't excuse bad free throw shooting every night, but when it's back to back, it's kind of an issue. But hopefully these guys will get out of that slump. This is a very winnable game. That's
Derrick Rose is negative 15.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with Derrick Rose is I guarantee you most of that was because he was being attacked on defense. It wasn't, how many turnovers did he have? 1. So it wasn't like he was out there being bad on the offense. But
is Jalen Brunson the only one with a positive plus minus?
Yes. I mean, and that makes sense.
Let me get to that because I love that kid, man.
Yo, he's different. He didn't shoot well tonight. It
looked like nobody really had a great shooting night. Like Julius Randle only got 15. RJ Barrett only got 15. I feel like that's it right there. And even during the game, what's his name was saying how we were winning in rebounds. We were winning. I think what was the other stats he had all of these stats, and he said all of these things should signify that we win in a game.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like the 3-point shooting, which is why I talk about Kevin Love. We're not defending the ball out there by 3. But what Cam Reddish numbers look like?
Cam Reddish numbers were
abysmal.
I think he had 7 points, 1 assist, 0 rebounds.
But
1 block.
2 acquisitions, I think, is going to be a big deal for the Knicks. I love Obi Toppin this year. He didn't have like a great game today, but he knocked down a few threes, right? What did he do? He knocked down 1 3.
He was 1 for 3, 4 for 7 from the field, 9 points, 4 rebounds. A lot of what he did was great in the first half. It's just the third quarter came around. I mean, fourth quarter.
I felt like that was coaching. I felt like the coach was trying to preserve the starters for whatever reason.
Yo, 3 turnovers in a game where you guys had a lead, and the starting unit is really counting on you guys to just keep the lead. To have 3 back-to-back turnovers, the momentum switches, and then instead of us being up 9, now it's a tie game, and now we're
down 11.
Then it's 0-0 when they're at home. You know what I mean? You don't want it to be 0-0 when they're at home. You got to take advantage of these opportunities, man. You know what I mean? Like it's very frustrating to watch these guys give these games up.
Mike said Obi worked for Ticketmaster. He only good and effective when playing at the Garden.
I mean, nah. I mean, he gives you these kind of games at the Garden too. The problem with Obi is he doesn't have the look. He's played 15 minutes tonight. As much as, and it's crazy because I could have used less Obi minutes tonight because of clearly the 3 turnovers. Outside of the 3 turnovers, he wasn't terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like Obi played a decent game tonight, but it's just the timing of those turnovers, man. It was really the timing of the turnovers. But let's talk about Cam real quick. Just wanted to look at these the field goal attempts. Let's take a look at these field goal attempts.
Osman Cole for the offensive foul.
Reddish, he'll stop and pop.
Yeah, man. It's a nice shot there.
Good ball denial there from McCorrell. Reddish
cuts
back door and gets up and in. Nice movement without the ball from Cam Reddish.
Look, he's galloping.
Video not available.
Oh, they just hit you with that?
I don't know why. Maybe because they took it down. This is another one.
Reddish comes out of that corner.
There it is.
Look, yo, what we doing? And then you lay on the floor like, oh Lord, I didn't put my face against.
Look, there you go. That's great defense. That's great defense.
Reddish comes out of that corner.
That's great defense.
Out of bounds it goes. Well done and well timed.
That's great defense against somebody who's trying to do too much. First of all, look at Hartston.
Reddish comes out of that corner. Mobley doubles. Out of bounds it goes. Well done and well timed.
Hartenstein, I like.
And I'm not trying to make.
I'm a big fan of Hartenstein.
I'm just trying to say, how do you go bad shooting that way? Well,
those 2 guys, Brunson and Hartenstein, they make a world of a difference on this team.
Quickly shakes on the Toro looking for top, and the Cavs read it, but it ricochets right to Hartenstein. Reddish stumbles. Rebounded by Allen.
What are we doing? I just want to know what we're doing. What we're doing. It's very frustrating to watch, dog. Like it's like I get that you want to seize the opportunities that you have while Grimes isn't on the floor right now. He hasn't been playing, which is another thing that we can get to, which is frustrating to me.
Right.
Huh?
I said right now.
Yeah. So but you gotta play with some poise. You gotta relax. You gotta think about your teammates. Not everything is one-on-one. One of my guys, Cody, shout out to Cody from Frozen Envelope. He said all the time, I see Cam play ball and he's an animal. He's great, one of the best 1v1 players I've ever seen.
Right.
I know, but that's not NBA basketball. You know what I mean? It's just not. It's not NBA basketball. So I don't know, man. I don't know how long it's going to happen. I mean, how long this is gonna keep up. I don't know how long we're gonna keep him on the team. If he's on the team, I do want him to get some better shot selection, because like with the stuff that we just saw, that can't rock. That can't rock. That cannot rock.
Right.
But I'm not against giving someone an opportunity to play better basketball, but you just got to be better than that. And the loss isn't on him, but the bench unit as a whole didn't play well, and they lost. I feel like the bench unit lost the game for us tonight. Outside of Hartenstein, there weren't any bright spots for our bench guys at all. But yeah, let's Brunson tonight. You know what I mean? 8 of 19, didn't shoot well. 0 for 3 from the 3-point line.
Yeah, he ain't gonna have the best game every night, but
right.
But that's what we got. We got RJ Barrett, we got Julius Randle. They really didn't. Everybody's like plus minus is negative. They got Derrick Rose with negative 15. He didn't seem like he was that bad though.
Right. I don't really want to go through everyone's numbers because this wasn't about anyone individually today. Yeah. It's just as a unit, they are poor defensively guarding the perimeter. We have to find better perimeter defenders and more the bigs that are going to be on the perimeter. Our bigs our wings at the perimeter are not great defenders. You know what I mean? Outside of RJ, you're not really going to get much defense out of anyone else. You do have some flashes here or there from Cam. We're really missing Grimes' defense out there, man. You're not getting anything from Fournier. You know what I mean? You're getting effort, but do you have any actual, you know what I mean? Like, nah. Randall, I mean, he's not stopping anybody on the perimeter. It's, he can play as good as defense as he can, but he's not stopping anybody. He puts the effort there as well. But when you got a guy like Kevin Love going off for as many threes as he hit tonight, it's just at some point something has to change. Something has to change. And it's frustrating to watch. You know what I mean? Especially
you think it has to change from a coaching standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, I think there is a point in the game where we could have made a change to the lineup, and that would have kept some of the momentum that we had, and we would have been fine. But then you put the starters back in there where they got to gain all the momentum. There's no more momentum for them to carry. You know what I mean? There's no baton to carry. There was no speed there. You know what I'm saying? They had to grab it from zero. You ran and you stopped, and you got to walk back and grab the baton and then start running. There was no head start run into what we could have done from the starting unit. The bench unit just lost all of the gas. Everything was just gone. So, and the starters also didn't defend well either. Evan Fournier there was one play. Donovan Mitchell literally walked by him.
Yo, who was that was on? I saw that play. And I was like, yo, what just happened?
Donovan Mitchell walked right by him. It was a double team. And Donovan Mitchell said, I'm going to go to Fournier's side. And did one dribble, gather, right by him. And Fournier was just like,
dude, they got to do something about that. They got to do. He can't be in there.
just because your contract, I don't care about how much you're getting paid. I'm sick of that being the reason why he has to play.
I keep telling you, they have all of these. You know, when you have situations like the Lakers and the Nets, and these dudes not winning, I feel like that presents opportunities, and I hope the opportunity is good. Because other than this defense, Fournier is all right with me, but that's just dude. And then he had those 2 bum threes that he shot at the end of the game anyway. I was like, was he tired?
Bro.
Because I'm like, because I see him take the shot. I'm like, all right, we still in it. Clank. It was like bad misses too. It wasn't like.
I can't wait until Grimes is healthy enough to play, bro, because
100%.
not that I think he's our savior at all. This is not what I'm calling him. This is not what I expect from him. The thing about Grimes is that he plays defense. That's simple. I think a few defensive plays here tonight would have went a long way.
Yeah.
Long way. Man, this was a tough one because we really could have won this game. Especially because if you think about it, Garland didn't play.
He was sitting there with them shades on because he got hit in the eye or something, right?
Yeah, some eye thing. It got scratched in his eye or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just a lot to take in because it's just very frustrating to watch these guys who can be better than this. We know they can be better. I think they're working through some kinks, some chemistry issues. I think Jalen does help us. There was a point in the game where Jalen just took control and just started doing him. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what you want from Jalen. But you couldn't do it by himself.
The thing that scares me about that when you see that he started to take over is that now teams they're easy to defend. When they know,
because they know that that's who the ball is going to go through. Yeah,
but that boy was still scoring. He get in the paint, get to the basket, he get to the hoop, like get a layup. I like that kid. I feel like Jalen Brunson is exactly what we need. I know a lot of times we were all concerned about his height, but that dude plays ball. He knows how to double. He knows how to get in the lane. I like this kid, man. I think he's what the Knicks lead. I like Hartenstein. I like the fact that he can knock down. I like the fact that he's aggressive.
Mitchell now has 2. Mobley.
He can knock down and jump up if he needs to.
And Brunson with the left hand.
And not every game is going to be that game. I think Knicks has a lot to still chemistry to develop. Defensively, I think they got some moves. Look, Evan Fournier got his hands up. Calm down.
Yeah, give me the ball.
Calm down. You got a floor general now. The centers Cleveland got they're not deadbeats. Those dudes are getting busy.
Nah, they're good. Those guys are really good. Yo, first of all, Evan Mobley is gonna be.
He's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, he's gonna be a star for sure. He's gonna be a star.
Yeah,
you can see it. That kid's gonna be really, really good. Jared Allen is gonna be a great. He's gonna be a great rim protector. One of those, the next level rim protectors. The next stage we want to see from Jared Allen is him starting to, pull it from 3, which I think he took one of those tonight. But it's a good team. I can't be mad. Excuse me. Oh man, excuse me. I can't be mad that we lost this game. I cannot be mad that we lost this game.
No, I think that if the Knicks play like they played today, I think we're gonna have like a 50-50 team.
Yeah.
I think the games that we win the games because today looked like a winnable game. We could have had that one. Even with Milwaukee, we hung in there.
Right.
Like as usual with the Knicks is like that. We got to fix this, fix that. Like we're almost there. I think the biggest thing that stood out was definitely Evan Fournier's defense. That boy just doesn't look good at all. He's the biggest liability.
Doesn't look good anywhere. He doesn't look good anywhere.
Yeah, he's the biggest liability. His feet look like he got lead. It looked like he got lead from his knees down. His feet don't move. He's trying to. They do a stop on the dime, and this dude is 5-10 feet away.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, I don't care how good you can shoot. I would much rather someone else be shooting. You know what I'm saying? Because he can give you 3 points, and then on the other side, he's giving up 3 points. So in essence, he gave you 3 points, but then you gave up 3. So then it's a net
So
0.
you're back at 0. He's not stopping anybody. You got to stop somebody in this league. You're giving up 3 like that.
Somebody. And if you're in the starting lineup, you got to stop somebody. I've seen Jalen Brunson at 6'1/6'2", whatever he is, play way better defense, miles better defense than Evan Fournier. It's just bad. It's not.
But then isn't that what they said about what's this kid? Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish is supposed to be out there. He's out there because his defense, but then his shot selection was so bad. It was like, no.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. Peace, Izzy. Peace. How you doing, family? How you doing? Yeah, Cam Reddish shot selection has been an issue, everywhere he's gone. I think the talent is there. The talent is not the issue. We don't doubt the talent of Cam Reddish.
He just needs to, he's shot selection, a little bit more strength.
Mm-hmm.
I think that could be. I think he could be a problem. I don't know if the Knicks plan on developing him with that. It's early in the season. I'm not completely down, but tonight it was frustrating to see them come from down, go up, like you said, and then it's a tough loss because you're like, dang, like at least be close. Like let it be we lost by 1 off a 3-pointer, something like that. Like one of those games. But
yeah, I mean, their shot selection has to be better. RJ shot a lot better tonight, which was an issue I've been having with him. I'm a big RJ fan, but his shot selection has to be a lot better than what it's been. But he's finally getting to that point where he's slowing down and playing the game that he's supposed to play. We got some footage of him here. I think like I said to Ricky the other day, I think he's caught in between who he was last year and trying to show everyone what he's worked on over the summer instead of just playing basketball. And I think he's starting to get, used to that. And the same thing with his shot. His shot came around tonight. He was shooting terribly before. I don't know what happened there, but he made that one. Obviously,
it's glitchy. Everything is like.
Yeah, it's a little
glitchy. Smooth for you, or it's glitchy on yours too.
It's playing smooth for me. Is it glitchy over here?
And now it's starting to it broke through a little bit. So now it's like I can see it. The frame rate is better.
Okay.
Yeah, not down a few threes.
Yeah, those little side step 3. Is what you want to see.
Hey boy.
This was a very winnable game. This is so disappointing. Our third quarter was crazy. I think we outscored them 34-22. And that's what you want to see, man. Like, it's fight in their arena. Our third quarters have been a lot better this year than last year, but it's just very frustrating to watch to give these games up at the end. Shout out to Legion and Knicks. What's going on, family? Peace. I see you hit the free throw in the Garden the other night, man. That's what's up.
That was him. No. I saw somebody knock one of the shots down over there.
Tony Cross.
Matter of fact, I see Eru in the commercial today during the Knicks game. You saw that?
Nah, I didn't peep that.
Eru was in the commercial. I hit the rewind button. I was like, "That's Eru." And you see him laughing in the back. It looked like they must have had everybody, Knicks fans was all together.
That's what's up.
And because they had the guy from the subway talk about the conductor.
Oh, okay.
And
he better sign the waiver. Eru get some money.
Yeah, right. And he was holding up the sign that said Knicks fan since birth.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
And he was holding it. He had that little Eru face he makes like.
shout out to diehard Knicks, man. My man Eru over there, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's it's I didn't get a chance to get down there and shoot a free throw in the Garden. I can't wait. I think maybe next year we do that. Or sometime this season. Who knows?
No, when I get down there and shoot a free throw, I'm like Julius, like this.
Like Julius is gonna be over there looking at
you. Yeah. Julius, tell Julius come out the locker room. Watch this.
Could you imagine? Yo, Julius.
Like right here, watch this. You see it? Watch this. Yeah.
But
you know, it helps. We wouldn't have won if he knocked down all his free throws, but it changes scheme, you know, for other teams. Boy, those 3-pointers that they let him have, boy, that was the thing for me.
They gave him a lot. And it was bad to watch, man. But
they gave him a shit ton of room, bro. That's what they gave him.
I am tired. That's like my third yawn. Yeah.
You know how it is with the weekends. You get up early to do with the kids and all that.
Yeah. So we tried to get in here, earlier. I mean, we had an early game, 6:00, but family, the weekend. That's just what happens. You can't really, and I'm not mad at that either. You know what I'm saying? That's priority. So,
but overall, I'm happy with the Knicks. I mean, this is a disappointing loss, like all of them are.
Mm-hmm.
But Cleveland is one of those games for me. That was the barometer. I felt like, we could beat teams like Detroit. We could beat teams like the Magic. But this was one of the games. Like the Milwaukee game, I don't think anybody expected us to win. That would have been dope. It would have been fun. We beat Milwaukee before with a worse team. But sometimes it goes that way. Nobody will really believe the Knicks if we won that game. But Cleveland was that game, that team when that was the trade we didn't get. I just wanted to win that game. This is like important. I felt like that'd have been big for the Knicks. But like, all right, so what? We ain't got you. We still winning.
Right.
And we could have. So it just was like the defense. We got to do something about Fournier. But other than that, man, I like what I see from the Knicks, though.
I don't know. I feel like at this point we are what we've shown, and that's we are the team that can beat teams we're supposed to beat and lose to the teams we're supposed to lose to. I think the next step is us beating the teams we're not supposed to. And then the step after that is not losing to teams who you're supposed to beat. And that list just expands as the list of people you're not supposed to beat shrinks. You know what I mean? And that's just how you're supposed to progress as a team. The teams that beat you, that list is supposed to shrink year after year after year after year. And I think we did close in on that. I think we'll be around a 500 team from what we've shown so far. I think we'll be around
about a 500.
Which isn't terrible. I think
still better than the Nets right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We've won 3 games. They've won.
Hey, yo, your boy Ben Simmons airballed the layup.
A layup, my G.
Yo, I've never seen a ball player more scared than him.
First of all, he wasn't scared. That was the problem. That's the sad part about that.
No. I'm gonna tell you why he was scared. I'm gonna tell you, Ben Simmons. I said this last year. Ben Simmons' problem is this dude doesn't want any contact because he can't knock down the free throw. So when he went up for that layup, it looked like he was gonna go, and then you could see the dude came up, but he wasn't gonna really contest it aside from like really scaring him. But when he seen him come up, he kind of like, it was like he didn't want the contact. So the ball, he kind of like just let it go. Boy, it was just wild to see him. He don't want contact. He don't want to shoot no free throw. He don't want to look at the basket. You saw that clip where they had Kyrie Irving. He hit him with the assist right under the basket. He said, "Shoot it, Ben." You saw that one?
I was about to say that to you.
Yo, he said, "Shoot it, Ben." He went like this. Yo, you tell the other dude who's like a point guard, shoot guard, small forward.
When you gotta tell another NBA player shoot the ball when he's
under the basket, he didn't even look.
Basket.
They gonna mess around and they gonna give us that dude for Fournier and.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, what he needs to do.
He needs to see a therapist, bro.
Nah, bro, they need to pad the paint. Just pad in the paint, right? Walls 10 feet, 20 feet high, and the only thing he can see is the basket. And he's just in that rectangle with the basket in the paint. No free throws, nothing outside the free throw line. Just matter of fact, cut half of the paint, just the restricted area.
You know what?
The only thing he should be able to do is look up and go up and make. He needs to make 300 in a row.
Everywhere, floaters everywhere,
bro.
Under
the basket, you are 6'10". You don't need no floaters. You need to go up and dunk on people. You are 6'10", dog.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what for him airballing that, he could have took another more aggressive step. The thing that bothers me, this dude been out since he left Philly. You ain't work on not one jump shot.
You didn't work on one jump shot. You didn't work on your form. You didn't talk to you didn't consult with anybody. You
Did
didn't
you
have
see when he was in the
therapists.
park and he shot the air ball?
The air ball in the park.
And you see his hand went off to the side?
Yo, he said, I'm like,
yo,
yo.
He shot it like this. And it was just like, yo, how an NBA player ain't got form?
I've never shot a shot toward the basket and my hand ended up like this.
Right.
Like,
bro, like that's
now,
part of the basic.
I'm going like this, my hand's going back. But for my hand to go this way, you going like this? Nah, that is not cool,
bro.
You know what I mean? But listen, not our problem. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do
it. Yeah. That was just. I just hope that the Knicks don't do something crazy like bringing him in here.
Nah, man. Listen, I think the league is on notice with certain guys. I think we're entering the next stage of the league that certain guys are just not going to get what they used to get. Ben is one of those guys. James is one of those guys. James Harden is not going to get any more contracts like he's got. It's over.
Westbrook is not going to get any more contracts.
Westbrook is not going to get none of those contracts ever.
Kyrie is not going to get any more.
Kyrie, you know what I'm saying? Like, those dudes are fading out, unfortunately. And there's a new breed coming in. Do we know exactly who they are yet? Not yet. Because the playoffs is usually what decides who those guys are, you know, and who they are to the league. But we'll see this year. I think there's going to be a turnover, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, man. But that's really all we got. Don't want to do too much there. When is our next game? Let's check the next game. On the schedule, our next game is against the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks.
Man, we gotta go in there.
And it's at home. So, as we know, the rivalry between us and the Atlanta Hawks, or just Trae Young. I don't even think it's an Atlanta Hawks thing. You know, just the idea of Trae Young coming in.
That kind of ended up being like the rivalry after that playoff series.
Yeah, doing all the extra stuff. You know what I mean? I'm really sick of that dude sometimes when he gets all crazy. But the talent is undeniable. But we have an opportunity tomorrow to beat them. They're not a great defensive team. They don't play defense well. They're missing Bogdanovich. They also are struggling right now. I think they just lost to the Bucks as well, like we did. You know what I'm saying? So these are one of the teams I think that we're not supposed to beat, but we can beat. You know what I mean? Because there's like tiers of those teams that we're not supposed to beat, but we still can beat. I think the Bucks are those teams that we're just not supposed to beat and we won't beat. We can beat them on any given night, but just chances are that's not going to happen. But the Hawks, I don't even think the Sixers might be one of those teams that we can beat, even though we're not supposed to. But yeah.
Joel Embiid to go off that night and James Harden because it's the Knicks.
Because it's the Knicks, and it's going to be at their home. So I would much rather those stars go off on their home court than ours because they come into the Garden.
If we come out of these games 50-50, I'd be happy. That means we beat two of these teams, which I'm not mad at. But the Knicks got it. I can't wait till Grimes comes back though.
Yeah, man.
Then we got to get into the whole. I can't wait, man.
Who?
Grimes,
oh yeah,
right?
then he's got to get into the rotation and everything. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's got to get the feel again.
Mm-hmm.
What is it with him? His foot,
whatever the foot is. The guy was out for a while. Then he played in the one game in the preseason, the last game of the preseason, I believe.
Aggravated his foot.
Yeah, maybe aggravated his foot. He hasn't played in 6 games. So here we are.
I'll tell you one thing, Fournier is aggravating me.
Right. And Cam and Julius hasn't been half bad. Look, I'm gonna shout out to Julius. He's a lot.
I like the kind of game he's playing with the kind of point guard we have.
I like he's more manageable this year. Shout out to Julius. I'm not sending out my apology just yet. We are 6 games in.
Nah, he's still doing the whole dribbling too much, coming down there, losing it every time. It's like he put his heads down and then can't dribble no more.
I think I got mad at Julius earlier because it had nothing to do with Julius. I think I was in, I made a center in 2K, and I took the ball out, and Julius was bringing the ball up, and I just immediately called timeout. I just called timeout. It was just the first thing, first instinct I had was to call timeout because that's probably what I would do in real life.
Yo, he about to lose the timeout.
Timeout.
Julius.
But just man.
Julius.
So Wednesday at 7:30, we play the Hawks, the Atlanta Hawks, and then Friday at 7 we play the Philadelphia 76ers, which is a back-to-back because on Saturday we play the Boston Celtics. I don't know which team we would much rather be. I think we should try to go as hard as we can and beat the Sixers, and if we got to rest a guy too versus Celtics, it's a back-to-back. You know what I mean? Let that rock. And then on Monday we play the Minnesota Timberwolves, which is a winnable game. It's a 9:15 game, so I doubt we're going to be doing the show there. This is another reason why we don't do the late shows is because of how tired I am right now. We both are. But yeah, man, I'm definitely looking forward to these next 4 games. I think we can go at least 2-2. I'm going to say that there's a possibility we can go 3-1. I don't think we're beating the Celtics. I just don't think that's happening. I don't know. Have you seen the game that Jalen Brunson had? Not Jalen Brunson. Jalen. What's the guy in?
Came from the Spurs?
No, on the Celtics.
Oh, Jalen.
Jalen.
Now we've been saying Jalen Brunson so much now.
Right, we don't know his damn name. Jalen Brown.
Yeah.
JB.
Jalen Brown. Yeah. That's mad easy. Oh, Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown. They beat the Washington Wizards tonight, and I think he went crazy. I think he had no, he didn't go crazy. He had 21 or 20 something in the first half. And I don't even think they played him much in the second half at all.
How's that fantasy? Did I bust your ass in this fantasy?
Oh yes. Let's talk about that on live air. How did we do that? Because I'm not ashamed. You feel me?
Oh, you beat me or something, nigga? You want to talk? Let's talk about that on air. What's
talk about on live air because I'm not ashamed to talk about. Oh, Westbrook. Hold on. Did the Lakers win?
I lost both of my joints.
Lakers are beating Denver, and Westbrook has 14, 5, and 7. Okay, I like that. I like to see that.
The person I got playing still is Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, I'm mad because Karis LeVert. I got Karis LeVert, and last night he had 41 points, and tonight he scored 40 less points than that with 1 point. I don't know what.
They got all these injured players all of a sudden. It was just like, dang, man.
Oh, so that's the excuse. It was crazy, all
of my joints, not just mine and yours.
Oh boy, it's I can't accept that.
I got Devin Vassell, he got injured. I got what's his name got injured. Damon Lillard injured 1 to 2 weeks.
Bro, I got Kawhi Leonard on my injury reserve. You know what I'm saying? Jaren Jackson on my injury reserve. 2 guys, special players. You know what I'm saying? Especially Kawhi Leonard, just not playing, taking up rosters.
So what you saying? Like that don't matter?
I'm saying it don't matter. You dub is a dub. You feel me? Let's do this. Because you hit me earlier this week talking about you gonna bust your ass. You gonna bust my ass this and that. Heard you. So, you know what I'm saying? Who you got? You got anybody else playing tonight? Who else you got playing tonight? You got one more.
Aaron Gordon. That's the last dude left. Whatever he get is what I get. That's it.
Aaron Gordon right now. He got 15 points, 5 rebounds, and they playing the Lakers. Hopefully, he go off in the fourth quarter.
Please, let's go, Aaron.
I mean,
I got Kevin Love on one of my teams, and I was like, well, even though he was knocking down them threes, I was like, all right, at least my fantasy team gonna be lit.
Shout out to the Knicks. I didn't even know I was in his league again this year, so it auto drafted the entire team. I kind of want to make a new league, just a free one, just to have fun with, and just to do another. I like drafting. I ain't gonna lie, I do like drafting.
When you get the right kind of draft, you can have a good one.
You can have a good one. Like the one on my team, I ain't gonna lie, I like my team in my league. I didn't like the fact that I got first pick. I wasn't a fan of that. I hate first pick.
Because you got the last all the way at the end. You get 2 in a row though.
You get the first pick, and then you get the
get the last and then the first
23rd and 24th pick. So there's 22 people, and from 1 to 23.
That's a big.
Those are the most important people in the league,
right? So you get the first one.
I get the first one, I miss out on 22. Then I get the next two, miss out on 22. Nah, I'm good. I don't like first pick. I never wanted it. I got it. I took it. Whatever. I accepted it. But yeah, man.
So who'd you pick? Nikola Jokic is your number one pick?
Nah, my number one pick in the first pick was Giannis. It was Giannis, of course. You know what I'm saying? That was, to me, I think that was probably the smartest pick. And he's been going crazy.
That dude is unstoppable.
He was going crazy. So I picked him. I tried to pick a lot of two-way players this year, which is why I'm killing in a lot of these stats, like the steals and the assists. I mean steals and blocks. Because I picked like Ben Simmons. Obviously, he can't score, so I mean he's gonna give me a lot of defense. I'll take that. And he's gonna give me some assists too. Last night he had 9 assists. Jaylen Brown, two-way player. Westbrook, but 14, 7, and 8 tonight. RJ, sort of two-way. He hasn't been getting me no steals or blocks. I don't know what's up with that, but I think he'll come around. I think he's trying to figure out what his role is on the team. Okay. Mitchell Robinson. I do got Mitch, so I grabbed some boards and some blocks out of Mitch. Brook Lopez, who's been balling, and Karis LeVert. Then a lot of these other guys. Oh, yeah, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Kawhi Leonard, of course. So, you know.
Kawhi coming off the bench?
I mean, he's injured. He's on injury reserve right now because, you know, he's not playing. So, the one game he did play this year, 2 games. The first game he had 14, 7, and 2, and the second game he had 11, 6, and 2. It'll take a while for him to get back to himself. But if I can get some wins while he's not even playing, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? By the time he gets up and running, he'll be fine.
Right.
But anyway, that's all we got. Till Wednesday. Nice little break. You know what I'm saying? I know you, Dre's been working two jobs now, so we ain't really gonna see Dre.
Funny thing is though, I'm right down the block from the both of my jobs are like right down the block from the garden.
From the garden, so you be seeing orange and blue all the way down.
Yeah, they be coming in, they be walking up in there after the game.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yo, man, what you should do and then tell people I got the podcast. What's up? You see the Knicks fans?
Yeah, I'm gonna work on all that. I'm gonna get right on it.
Come on, man. Like we gotta tell Dre about this. You know what I'm saying?
I'm already on it. I'll be talking, and one of the guys in there, he's a big Knicks fan. He got the wallpaper. He got the case. Got the Knicks. I was like, this dude's a real Knicks fan. And I was like, yo, we got to go to a game. He said, I went to 13 games last season.
Excuse me.
I was like, all right, you got me beat.
Yo, just plug it. Yo, we gotta send you some cards or something. Some stickers.
I'm gonna plug it. Yeah, because we have time.
That's what's up, man. You know what I mean? Even though he's not here, he always, he's here for the family. You know, GUK. Yeah. You know what I mean? On the heart. But yeah, man, like I said, until Wednesday night when we play the Hawks, we will take a nice little break from this online thing. We've been at it as much as we can since the game started back up. When it gets real late, I can't make it. Last game it got late. I think it ended at like 10:45. There's no way I was gonna start a show at like 10:50. You know what I'm saying? Like I was tired. I was already tired. So like a lot of these late ones next week, we got one starting at 9:00. Probably not gonna make that one. It's probably not gonna happen. So just let you guys know that now. But that's what we got till tonight. Dre, you got any last words?
Nah, man. I'm happy to be here tonight. You know what I'm saying? I want to make some.
Yes, sir.
See what happens. It'll probably most likely be weekends or Sunday. If we have a game Sundays, I'm in there.
Listen, hopefully we get some more Sunday games in there. But yeah, man. Remember y'all to like, subscribe, drop a like if you are here. Pay us with a like. That's all we ask for. And until next time, y'all have a good one, y'all.
Right.
Peace.